Alright, so in this video I will be covering how to never sell your XRP and instead just borrow against it. There is no point to sell your XRPs anytime, even if you don't participate in DeFi. Still, there is no point to sell your XRP because when you sell, well, you lock in whatever price you got, right? So if you bought XRP at $1, it is now $2. You bought for 10K, it is now 20K. You sold for 20K and you have the 20K in your wallet. But what if XRP continues to go up? Then you will most likely be asking yourself, oh, why did I sold? Oh, it's going up again. Maybe I should rebuy, re-enter, blah, 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 whatever. But the best thing that you can do to avoid this unprofessional approach is to borrow against your assets. Rich people, they never sell their assets. They use it to unlock liquidity because let's imagine this good professional scenario. You bought XRP at $1, it is now $2. You bought for 10K, you now have 20. The same situation, but you need some money. So you're thinking about selling your XRP. It's not a good idea because you always want to keep your assets for long-term exposure in case they appreciate in price. So what you can do is deploy your XRPs to one of the lending protocols like Moonwell, for example. It's very simple to use, right? So you deploy 20K worth of XRP. Now you can borrow about 15K worth of money, dollars, USDC, whatever. So you borrow, let's say 10K against your 20K deposit. So your LTV ratio will be 50%. So you borrow half and you use that money however else you want it to, right? But what happens now? If XRP goes down by a lot, for example, well, the worst case scenario, your position on Moonwell will be liquidated, so the protocol will have to sell 10K worth of XRPs to cover the debt and the remaining will be returned to you. So that's the worst case scenario. It's the same as you would sell, just not at the highest price, right? But on the other hand, if XRP continues to go up, you are still fully exposed to the upside of XRP. This is the main idea, that if you deploy 20K, borrow 10, use the 10 and keep your XRP there, keep the debt hanging, whatever, because you don't have to repay it on a monthly basis. You are in control. You choose how you repay, right? And if XRP goes from $2 to $3 or even $4, your collateral value will be worth not 20K, it may be worth 30K, 40K. Then you can repay the loan using the collateral that you left. Some protocols allow that, and keep the upside. So if you bought at $1, it is now $2, you wanted to sell, but you borrowed instead, and now it's $3. Now your collateral is worth no longer 20 but $30,000, right? You borrow 10, you can repay the 10 and keep the 20K in XRP still, and do that again or borrow more, etc., etc. There is no point to sell your assets if you believe them in a long-term perspective. If you own XRP just for speculative purposes, short-term, just to catch some upside, sell it, reinvest, whatever, then sure, why not? You can sell it, move somewhere else and do something else as well. But for example, in my perspective, I'm going to hold XRP for a very long time. I've been holding that for 10 years now almost, or 11 I believe. I bought in 2016, so I'm not sure. It's going to be 10 years now, yeah. So anyway, and I don't want to sell it. there's no point for me to sell what I want to own for a long-term perspective. The same thing applies to BTC, to gold, anything. I don't need to sell them. I can borrow against them. So if I need money and the only way, for me to get the money is to sell some of my assets, instead of selling, I will borrow. And if the price of my assets will go down and I will get liquidated, well, that's kind of the same as selling, right? Just the protocol will do that for me. But if the price goes up, I get to keep the upside. So yes, I will not get as much money as I wanted by selling the full amount, but I get to keep the upside, which is good enough for me, right? So that's the main idea. So I believe it should be super clear how it all works and why you shouldn't sell your assets if you are holding them for a long-term perspective. So now, on Moonwell, let me show you how to actually borrow. As you remember, we had these 51 XRPs, right? So we have them in our Moonwell portfolio. Now we can go to markets, we can click on USDC, and we go to borrow. As you can see, available to borrow out of that $104 deposit is $77. So that's the maximum. You never want to borrow maximum. I would say you could borrow up to 60-50% the most, in my opinion, okay? Just to keep yourself safe and allow the market to breathe, move up and down, so you don't get liquidated after a small movement to the downside, okay? So if we have 77 available, I would borrow no more than 45, maybe 50, but that's the most. And the same applies to big money as well. But I mean, a good rule of thumb would be not to borrow more than 50% of what you are allowed to borrow. So if you deposit 10K, you get borrowing limit 8K, you should borrow about 4 to 5 at most. Okay, so let's borrow 35 bucks. Okay, 35. Yes, you are paying the API, which is the interest for borrowing. These APIs are also dynamic. They always change. So remember that you are getting 2% by supplying XRP and you are paying 7 to borrow. So your net cost is 5, approximately 6.5, because you're getting 2.5 by supplying. But if you want to borrow and use this money elsewhere to spend, it's up to you. But if you borrow and use this money to reinvest somewhere else, you will easily cover this API, this borrowing cost easily. If you participate in DeFi pools, make 6% a year, you are making 6% a month. With just XRP, it's not that easy to make 6% a month. But with other pools, BTC, ETH, Solana, it's very easy. It's very easy to make 6% a month from DeFi pools. So it's not a problem. I don't look at it as some sort of a expense because I cover this with my other investments, okay? Plus, you get to keep all the upside on XRP. So, borrow, confirm, borrow. So our limit will go from 77 to 42. And as you can see, I am now getting plus $35 into my wallet. That's it. This money, borrow successful. As you can see now, if we go to portfolio, we will see that we supplied 104, we borrowed 35, the limit total is 77, so we still have 42 left. Our remaining health is 54%, which is very safe. If it goes towards 10 to 5%, you are at danger. So you should repay the loans or add more collateral to keep the position safe. But now I have this $35 in my wallet. As you can see, 35 bucks. I can do what I want now, fully what I want. And I can spend it, I can buy dinner, I can reinvest this money to buy other assets. I can do whatever I want. And the best thing about it is that in DeFi, you don't have to repay on a monthly basis or whatever else. You are in a full control when you want to repay, by how much, either in full or in parts, either right now or after 5 years. It doesn't matter. The only thing you have to understand is that you will not be able to withdraw your XRPs as long as you have an active debt that is not repaid. So as you can see, we supplied 51 XRPs. If I click on withdraw, you will see that available to withdraw is only 27.8 because the rest is locked as collateral because I have an active debt position. If I withdraw these 27 XRPs, my position health will go massively down because I remove part of collateral, right? So XRP will need to go down just a bit for me to get liquidated. So that's how the protocol protects itself and its customers, those that supply liquidity, because you cannot now get your collateral back in full while you have this position, the debt active. So you have to repay the loans first, and only then you are able to withdraw your collateral. So that's the protection mechanism. It's very simple, very smart, right? So now, if you want to repay the loan, you can click on USDC and click on repay, and you have your own options. You can repay $5, you can repay $35 in full. Let's repay $20. Okay, approve repay. As you can see, by repaying 20, I will increase my limit because I am repaying part of my loan. Let's actually confirm this. Let's see what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's very simple. You are in a full control when to repay, how much, etc. I've just repaid. So now, if we go to portfolio, you will see that I have $15 in debt. Now my remaining credit is higher, and my position is also, the health is also higher. It was 50%, now it's 80%, so I'm very safe. And if I want to withdraw my XRPs, I'm now able to withdraw 41 instead of 27 or 28 because I have more free capital because I supplied more and I borrowed just a bit. Let's go back to portfolio, let's go back to repay, and we can repay a full amount and fully cover our debt. Click on sign and confirm. The transaction is going to be signed. Confirm repay. Click on sign, confirm, and that's it. And now, as you can see, if we go to portfolio, this should clear very soon in just a few seconds, and we should know, yeah, that's it, no longer have any debt, as you can see, and now I am able to withdraw full amount of my XRP. Simple as that. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is how you can borrow against your XRP by leaving it as collateral. So that is on CBXRP and Moonwell. On FXRP, it's pretty much exactly the same, but still I want to show you how it looks. So let me quickly transition the screen to the Kinetics and show you how to borrow against your FXRP. Okay, so we are now on the Kinetics, Kinetic Markets, right? Which is the FXRP lending and borrowing solution. So as you can see, I've supplied $51, which is 25 XRPs, and my borrowing limit is $30 almost. And my health factor right now is 100 because I don't have any debt. Now what I can do, I will refresh the page because I just deposited those 25. I will go to supply and borrow. I will choose FXRP pool, click on borrow, and I want to borrow in USDT 0. and I want to borrow $10. Okay, $10. So as you can see, my health factor after borrowing will be 296, which is good enough because the closer it is to 1, the worse the position is. So let me borrow $10. So I will confirm the transaction on. As you can see, it's always gonna pop up like that on the Bifrost wallet. Let me confirm it quickly. Token borrowed. And now in my wallet, I will refresh it quickly as USDT 0. I do have the $12 because I had 2. So I have now 12. And I just borrowed those $10 and I am able to use it the same way I said and explained on the Moonwell CB XRP. So now I've supplied 25 XRPs, which is $50, and I borrowed $10 with my limit of 30, so I still have $20 available to borrow, more or less, slightly less. And as you can see, I've used 34% of my limit and the health factor is 296. And as you can see, it says very clearly, a higher health factor value means the user's funds are better protected from liquidation. However, if health factor drops to 1, the user's collateral may be at risk of being liquidated, meaning that XRP needs to drop quite a lot. So my collateral value is very close to my deft. So if this $50 becomes 15, because XRP drops by a lot to the downside, then the protocol will have to sell my FXRP to cover my $10 deft. Of course, it's when you are speaking about small capital like $10, $20, $50, it's not much, but if you are working with higher capital, it's of course an interesting thing, an important thing to remember and acknowledge, so to speak. So it's always a good thing to know that and stay safe, right? Never borrow too much, then you can repay, and always monitor the position health because no one wants to get liquidated, right? It's pretty uncommon to get liquidated on lending protocols, but it can still happen if you are not careful and you are not monitoring the situation, right? But now I can use my $10 however I want and do whatever I want, right? And when I want to repay the loan, I can go back to dashboard, click on repay, and I can repay just a little bit, let's say half, or I can repay maximum amount, which is 10, and click on approve. I once again have to confirm the transaction on the Bifrost wallet. Very simple. Click on approve, wait for the transaction to go through. That's it. And now we want to repay the loan. Once again, I confirmed the transaction. Wait for it to be completed. Repay $10. That's it. And now, as you can see, I no longer have any borrowed position and I have my full FXRP that I can withdraw fully back to my wallet. Let me actually do that as well, because after showing this video, I no longer need this wallet to be deployed here. That's it. So I don't have anything right now. So this is how you borrow against your FXRP and CBXRP without the need to sell your assets to unlock liquidity. Hopefully it's beneficial and clear. If you have any questions, send me a message. And of course, as always, I will see you on the next video.